In this video, we're going to complete the lab to publish and subscribe to messages in Cloud PubSub. So I'm going to start the lab. I'm logged in with my Google account. That is the same email address as my GCP Study Hub account. It's provisioning the lab environment. And now our lab is active. We can open the lab in console. And now we're in the Google Cloud console. So essentially, what we need to do for this lab is we need to go to PubSub. And we need to create a topic first. And the topic we're going to call lab topic notifications. As you can see, I've already done this. And we're going to uncheck add a default subscription because we're actually going to create our own subscription in order to see how that's done. So this just creates the topic. And you can see that we get this notification at the top, which says that the messages which we publish to this topic will be lost because we don't have a subscription. We're already in the topic. And if you ever want to look at all your topics, you can click on topics on the left and then click into the topic that you want to create a subscription for. So we have not created a subscription for this yet. And so we are going to create a subscription. And we're just going to call this lab subscription. We're going to make it a pull, a delivery type, a pull subscription. In later labs, we will use push subscriptions. And these other settings, we're also going to leave the same. So obviously you can change the message retention duration, the expiration period, the acknowledgement deadline. There are other and more advanced settings down here that we will explore in the future. But we just want to leave these as they are for now, because we're just going to see how this works at a basic level. We're creating our subscription. And now, if we go to the subscriptions tab, we can click into any of the subscriptions that we have made. We've just created one for this lab. And if we click on the messages tab here, we can see where we will be able to pull the messages for this subscription. So now we're going to go back to the topics and we're going to publish a message to this topic. So click on messages, and then we're going to click publish message. And we're going to keep the number of messages to 1. And we're going to say hello from GCP PubSub. That's just our message. And we can set a key value combination for this as well. This is optional, but you can see here that we will be able to add a lot of different types of data to messages if we want to. And we're just going to make the key source and the value that accompanies source, we're going to call it manual test. So that's just describing what we're doing here, right? We're just manually testing, publishing a message to a PubSub topic, and then pulling that message in the subscription. So everything else we can leave the same. Let's publish that message. And then if we go back to the subscriptions associated with this topic, we can click on the subscription that we created earlier, and then we can go to messages, and we can pull the message that we just published. And we'll see the message pop up here. And as you can see on the right, the acknowledge button is grayed out because we did not click on enable ACK messages. And then after 10 seconds, because that was the default setting, which we did not change, it tells us that the deadline to acknowledge was exceeded. So even if we had enabled acknowledge messages, we would not be able to acknowledge after 10 seconds. So let's see what that looks like. Let's enable ACK messages and let's pull the message. Now, if we wanted to, we could acknowledge the message, but we're going to see after 10 seconds or so, it's going to switch to deadline exceeded here, just like that. And so we can no longer acknowledge the message, and PubSub is going to keep trying to deliver the message if we every time we pull messages. So let's do this again. We'll see the message pop up again because we have not acknowledged it. And now we're going to click Act to actually acknowledge the message. And so that was it for this lab. It's just the basics of how to publish a message and then how to pull the message using a pull subscription. And we can go back to the lab instructions here, and we can open the checker for this lab. I'm signing in with my Google account again into this lab checker, and then we can check completion. This tells us we have completed the lab, and we're just going to verify that by submitting the token, and it has been validated. So that's it for this lab. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.